And guys, we are finished. Finito. The Indiana Fever get their first win of the season, 78-73. They defeat the guys, they defeat the LA Sparks. Very, very good job. Very, very, very good job by the Indiana Fever. They played like a team. They did their thing. Absolutely. Three Diglett says, sides coach of the year candidate, if you ask me, give her some sparkling water on the plane. She deserves it. Oh my goodness. Three Diglett, you are hilarious. You are hilarious. Bryce says Kaylin needs Boston. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Aaliyah Boston is a great player. Again, she's had a rough start to the season, but she did her thing. Michaela says, yes, finally a win. Anna says, reality check tomorrow. Random user says, are you from Wisconsin? It's just your accent, maybe. No, I'm not from Wisconsin. I'm from Chicago. Been here my whole life. I don't know. What Wisconsin people sound like. I don't know. MG, I'm pretty sure that's sarcasm. I'm pretty sure that's sarcasm. I'm fairly certain that's sarcasm. CAC says, finally, The Rock has come back to Indiana and got them the win. Guys, I'm just wild today. Whenever I see someone say the word finally in a dramatic way, or if I ever see finally in like with exclamations after it, the first thing I think of is immediately, finally, The Rock has come back to whatever the city is. Finally, Aaliyah Boston has come back to domination. Aaliyah Boston did her thing today. Absolutely did her thing. I love to see it. I love to see it. Congratulations to Indiana Fever. They finally get a win. But also, guys, Rakia Jackson is continuing to show people that she may be in the running for Sixth Man of the Year. Guys, she might be in the running for that. She might be in the running for that because Rakia Jackson, she's continuing to come into the game and score points. Kia Nurse had a bad game today. She did. She had a bad game. And when Rakia Jackson came on the court, immediate production. That's what you need, right? Rakia Jackson only played 21 points, and she had 16. She played 21 minutes. She had 16 points. Nice job, for Rakia Jackson. I'm looking to continue to see her improve. And the thing I also really liked about Rakia Jackson today is she played the three quite a bit today. There were times when we saw Cameron Brink in at the same time as Rakia. It was Cameron Brink, it was De'Erica Hamby, and it was Rakia Jackson at the three. That's smart because in my opinion, Rakia Jackson in the WNBA, she's a three. She's not a four. She's a three. And her playing the three position gives her the ability to dominate, to absolutely dominate. And I love it. I think it makes sense and it behooves the LA Sparks to continue to give the majority of her minutes for Rakia Jackson. A majority of those minutes, she needs to be at the small forward position. She needs to be a small forward. Yeah, yes, absolutely. She can play the four. But to me, the benefit of having her at the three is sort of like a DeWanna Bonner type player. It's not the best comparison, but it sort of is because with the Connecticut Sun, DeWanna Bonner plays the three a lot. Yes, can DeWanna Bonner play the four? Absolutely, but she plays the three a lot. You have Brianna Jones, you have Alyssa Thomas, and you have DeWanna Bonner, who's the three, and she's able to take advantage of the smaller guards that play on her, and she's able to absolutely dominate. And that's something that Rakia Jackson is going to be able to do as we continue to see this LA Sparks team play. Again, I think it's really, really smart to have her at the three position. And I thought she played a really good game today. She was 5 of 7 from the field. And she was efficient. She got her stuff going, right? And to be second in points is nice. You know, De'Erica Hamby had 18. Rickea Jackson had 16. Right. Cameron Brink, she got her offense. She got her scoring in. Finished with 15 points. Almost had a double double in this game. Again, really, really, really nice play by some of the players on the LA Sparks, especially the rookies. Guys, the rookies are here. These rookies are here and they are different. I love it. I love it. But they did lose today, so that's something to note. And the winners were the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever, they did the thing. You had Aaliyah Boston getting herself going early. You had Timmy Fagbenle, who was getting herself going early. They both finished with 17 points in this game. Nice job. We talk about Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell helped to carry this team throughout some of the runs a little bit. It's nice to see. And then at the end of the game, when the game was still in the balance, Caitlin Clark, the player who was missing a lot of shots early in the game, she got it going. She hit 2 big 3-point baskets to get the game, to kind of seal the game. Christy Wallace, she added 7 points in this game. And also, Christy Wallace did a pretty good job on defense as well. So yes, again, I stand by what I said in terms of I do believe that Grace Berger should have played in this game, and they should have subbed her in for Christy Wallace. But that's not to say that she played bad. In terms of offense, she scored. She finished with 7 points. Defense, I thought she did well. I thought she did really well on defense. But I still stand by the fact that I do believe that Grace Berger should have got some minutes in today's game. And Alyssa Smith, off game. For sure, off game. I felt like there were times on defense where Alyssa Smith was watching the ball instead of paying attention to where her man was. And there was some points scored on her that shouldn't have been scored on her. So overall, not a good game for Alyssa Smith. But she'll be fine. Every time, players have a tough game, so it's not that big of a deal. But I did just want to talk about that real quick. But overall, this Fever team played like a team today, and I enjoyed to see it. I like to see it. We're gonna see how they continue to evolve from here. But they're at a good foundation. They're at a really, really good foundation. Carmela says, elaborate. Elaborate on what? I can for sure elaborate. But on what, I'm not sure. Let me know what you want me to elaborate on. I can do that. So yeah, there were 19,101, I believe, was the final attendance. So that was nice. That was nice. Lots of fans came out. Of course, a huge amount of those fans were coming out to see Caitlin Clark, but they did see a really good basketball game. And ultimately, I hope that those fans left the game thinking, "Man, I gotta get myself to another game." I gotta get myself to another game. But overall, I thought, to me, I was entertained by this game. What about you? Let me know. Were y'all entertained by this game? I was pretty entertained. It was a fun time calling it. But again, guys, the rookies are doing a thing. 16 points for Rickea Jackson. Cameron Brink, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Caitlin Clark almost had a triple-double in this game. She had 11 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, only 2 turnovers. So huge things to note. But for the LA Sparks, their lack of their inability to take care of the ball hurt them. They had 18 turnovers in this game overall. 18 turnovers to the Indiana Fever's 10. That's going to cost you some games. Like that's going to cost you. You have to be able to take care of the ball, especially when the game is on the line. You got to take care of the ball. And we saw this Indiana Fever team capitalize. We saw them capitalize on the mistakes that the LA Sparks team was making. And you can't allow that. You absolutely cannot allow that. Guys, there were 19 points off of turnovers for the Indiana Fever. It's not good. That's something that that this LA Sparks team has to work on is their ability to take care of the ball. They got to take care of the ball. We'll see. We saw some uncharacteristically bad play. Lexi Brown was shooting really really bad today. She was two of 10. She's a player who can hit 3-point shots, but some of the shots that she was taking, in my opinion, were ill advised and not quite smart shots. She finished with 5 points in this game, 4 turnovers in this game as well, and so that hurt this LA Sparks team. So they had to bring in other players like a Stephanie Talbot who was trying to see what she could do, couldn't really do anything. Zaya Cook, played some minutes. Finished with 4 points in this game. Ari McDonald played a good amount of minutes as well. Had 6 points. Leah Rue played 8 minutes in this game. Had 3 points. So overall, it was the starters who really did struggle for the LA Sparks, and their turnovers has really really hurt. It really really hurt this team. So it wasn't just Lexi Brown, but but she was really really bad from shooting. It was her and Kia Nurse that they couldn't get anything going at all. And sometimes you'll have games like that, and you need other players to step up. And you did have other players step up. You had players like Rakia and Cameron step up, but it wasn't enough. It was not enough. And you had Kelsey Mitchell, Timmy Fag Bentley, Aaliyah Boston, and Caitlin Clark. They were just a little bit too much. They were a little bit too much for this LA Sparks team, and we see the result that we have. So absolutely shout out to the Indiana Fever for finally getting that first win in the books, guys. They can kind of breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. The fact that they actually got the dub. Thank you so much, Bizarre, for the super chat. Says W Fever LFG. I assume that stands for Let's Freaking Go. Absolutely, absolutely. Truly, this was a really good game. I enjoyed it. What about you? Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments below. But guys, we got some other games to look out for, guys. Tomorrow. Can we all say it together with me? Tomorrow, we will see the Indiana Fever go against the Las Vegas Aces, guys. Yes, it is a back-to-back game. And we about to see what they can do. All right, guys. I will not be live streaming that Indiana Fever versus Las Vegas Aces game. The reason why is because I will be at the Chicago Sky game. So I will not be streaming it. All right, but they do play tomorrow at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the Indiana Fever versus the Las Vegas Aces. All right, and at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, the Chicago Sky play the Connecticut Sun. That's what me and Mama will be. We'll be there, and we'll be covering that game. Then after that game, the Indiana Fever play the LA Sparks one more time on May the 28th, and then they go over to play Seattle. So yeah, it's gonna be some tough games ahead for this Indiana Fever team, but they can do it. They can make it happen. Kim says Skytown, absolutely. Skytown. I'm gonna just say Dragon. Thank you so much for the comment. Says have a great time at the game, Quita. I will have a fantastic time. Victor says can't wait for Angels first in the DMV. Yeah, yep, that's where I'm from. All right, guys, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me, guys. Also, actually, let me just tell y'all who the Sparks are gonna be playing next. So let's get to the Sparks schedule. I want to tell y'all about those games as well. All right, so the LA Sparks play the Dallas Wings on Sunday, May the 26th. And then they, again, as I said, they play the Fever again on May the 28th, which is Tuesday. All right. And then they play my Sky on Thursday, May the 30th. All right, guys. So have a fantastic evening, guys. I hope that you all were entertained by this commentary. I hope as I was sort of doing the play by play, you got something out of it. I hope that's the goal at least. If you did, I would just ask you two things. Two things, please. If you can please subscribe to the channel. It takes no time at all, and it's a great way to show your support for what we are building here. Guys, we are on our road to 20,000 subscribers, and the goal is to get there before All Star break.